Welcome to Last Week on Office Hours. My name is Ken Jordan from Surrey in the UK, and my co-host today is Leo Mendel.
Welcome, Ken. Good to see you. It's another great week on Office Hours.
And we start the week on Monday, where Andy Carluccio did a teardown of the show he did earlier this year, This Body is So Impermanent.
The production we're going to be talking about is a production of the Vimalakirti Sutra, or also called This Body is So Impermanent. This was a piece that rehearsed for 6 months. It rehearsed from 1 in the morning to 5:30 in the morning, 3 days a week, every other week for 6 months. The locations were Amsterdam, Oregon, and China. Everybody hopped into a Zoom meeting. We could see everybody with low latency.
This was not shot scene by scene. This was shot as a 60-minute performance.
We were compositing this on the fly. We figured this out together in real time. So I took those NDI feeds into Isadora, and I began just blending them. You can see Yula Kwai actually operating the Ari on that dolly there. And then the bottom is a segment from the final film, where you can actually see the what it actually ended up looking like once all of it was together.
Tuesday was a day when we covered one of our new favourites on Office Hours, the Behringer Flow 8. The discussion was mainly held by Carl Asmussen, who answered an unbelievable number of questions.
This is the Flow 8. So essentially, it's 8-channel in. It has 4 microphone channels and 4 line channels and 2 instrument channels as part of those line channels. This is really good for office hours and really good for a small band. It does have the faders, physical faders, and it also has XLR outputs, and it does have a really big dial with LEDs that tell you exactly what volume your main is out, so you know if you're muted. What this is a digital audio mixer. It's not an analog audio mixer. How you can route, you cannot do that on an analog mixer. The Mix Pre is a more expensive item, but it does a little bit more. You have the ability to get noise assist. It can record internally. So you are getting more for your money. But for $250, $260, $270 US, this kind of knocks it out of the park for what we do here.
And on Wednesday, we returned to our ruthless reviews. This time it was on our video setup, where we picked apart our setup, looking at the color, the lighting, camera position. So this is a great way for you to learn about setting up for virtual meetings.
I have 2 Elgato lights there, a couple behind me, and I've just added this thing, which is a Art Novian sound diffuser for another day.
My cabinet in the back is my center lines, and I'm sort of on the eyes and chin for the thirds.
I am using the iPhone XS. You can see the iPhone, and it's on a stand, and then that's on some books.
The Studio 4K Plus and the Studio 4K Pro are the cameras. If you want depth of field, just get a 1.2 lens. But if you're trying to do like a webcam for like this and you're not going out and shooting, those cameras are designed for office hours. I swear Blackmagic just went, we'll make a camera for office hours.
If you want to get started in this industry, Thursday was a great episode to watch.
One of the most important things you can learn to ask when you're new in the business is the first day, or with the person who hires you, who is my supervisor? Whom do I listen to on set?
If you're hired to be the graphics person, just do the job as the graphics person. Don't try to network the whole computer system and then it breaks when the presenter gets on stage.
Some people saw those freebies as I'm above that, or I've experienced enough that I don't need to do that.
Roger Corman did this for years. It gives people a start in the business, which is a good thing. But you don't want to keep working for Roger because you'll never get paid.
The money is best in corporate because they understand the gravity and they will throw almost anything at making something just right.
On Friday, we revisited Isadora, which is a visual creating tool that is the central glue of what Office Hours 2.0 will be.
What happens is people open it up, there's no play button, and it freaks them out a little bit, and they go away. So I just drop a movie player in, and a video renders. What you look for is a thing called a projector. And so now you've got this virtual output projector. You connect the video out of your video player over to the video input of the projector, and now you've got a source and a renderer ready to go. The media is numbered. I just take this to 1, and it's going to start to output. You can force stage preview, and that's going to show you a stage preview of what you're actually showing on stage 1. So the idea is, what do you need to do? And then you can go figure out whether or not it can do it. And most of the time it can.
Which leads us on to the long day, Saturday. Emily is our host, first on general questions and then on the education hour, which you can only watch through Zoom. After that, we go on to the Belfast method. This is an improv show this week, which again, being in Zoom is the place to see it.
Yeah, I missed it a little bit. Ready 3. If I can get headroom on 3, that'd be great. He stood up just a little bit.
You're very slow.
There we go. And go 3. Yeah, to his back, but that's okay.
Apologize.
He'll turn around here for us. Get ready 1. We need a lot of headroom on 1 if possible.
I'm sorry.
Thank you, 1, for tracking. Wonderful job. And take 1.
And we end the week on Sunday with a more open discussion. Again, this is not recorded on YouTube, so you have to join us on Zoom to take part.
Thank you for joining us. I'd like to thank our producers this week, Serge, Will, Hasmukh, Manolo, Mark, and Dirk, and most importantly, Rotem. And please subscribe to us on the channel to be able to watch future episodes.
And I'd like to thank Keith Harrison for his video contributions. And if you would like to contribute to Last Week on Office Hours, please go to lastweekonofficehours.com, where you'll find a form with all the details of how you can submit a video.
I'm Leo Mindell. Goodbye.
And I'm Ken Jordan. Please join us again next week.